Have you ever been in a conversation with someone and what you meant is not what they heard? Or maybe you heard something and were sure it meant one thing, but later you realized it was something completely different. You misinterpreted it. That's not just communication. It's actually spiritual warfare. It's a spiritual attack on your interpretation. And today, I want to introduce to you the demon behind that confusion, Leviathan. Now, I know some of y'all might not be thinking Leviathan is real or what is Leviathan, but Leviathan is mentioned in the Bible, in Job 41 to be exact. It's described as a sea creature that no man can tame. But spiritually, this demon is of twisting. It's the pride of distorted perception. But most importantly, Leviathan is depicted as a sea monster. And imagine like an alligator times 50, kind of like Godzilla. And how does alligators eat? They bite, they chomp down, they twist, they go back and forth. And in this video, you'll see the personification of those moves in spiritual warfare on your perception. Now, Leviathan attacks your mind, not your body. Demons cannot attack your body. This is why we don't wrestle with flesh and blood. We wrestle with principalities. Okay? It doesn't need to touch your life. It just needs to twist how you see your life. And here's how it works. He doesn't need to change what you said. He only needs to twist how someone hears it. And even worse, he twists how you hear it. Now you're second guessing your memory and assuming offense where there was none in the first place. You're arguing when over something that wasn't even said. And remember how an alligator eats. It chomps, brings underwater, it twists, and it goes back and forth. Arguing is how an alligator goes back and forth. It wrestles and moves that thing back and forth. Arguing is a spiritual tool used in spiritual warfare to spread Leviathan's influence. So arguing is bad. Arguing is how Leviathan spreads. Also gossip. Okay? Anyway, now that's just not miscommunication. I'm here to tell you that's wordplay. And it's Leviathan's game. So let me tell you how this showed up in my life here just recently. So I went to the store, and well, actually before I went to the store, I always write my grocery list because I don't want to, come home and not have exactly what I need to cook a dish. I don't cook simple things like baked chicken or spaghetti often. It's usually like chicken marsala or, something else, right? I can't really think right now. I'm a little tired. But 2 days ago, I went to the grocery store, and what ended up happening is I looked at the list that I had. It's always in my phone. I looked at the list, and I'm going down it, and I'm checking everything off. And I ended up coming home. I get home, and I have something that's not on the list. I purchased something that's not on the list. Tomato sauce and tomato paste and olives. I know I don't even like olives, but I purchased them. And I could have sworn that they were on my list. I literally went down my list, line by line, item by item, got everything, but I saw something different that was on the list than what was in reality. So, what actually happened? Something very unique happened. And this is Leviathan twisting interpretation. Okay? And this happens often, not just in the grocery store, but in regular conversation. Okay? This is how he shows up. He shows up as misalignment, as confusion, as distraction from what's intentional. And it's not about groceries, to be honest. That's just a real world example that happened to me. I'm sure it happened to some of you guys too. It's about a demon that alters your perception. Do you know how dangerous your perception can be if it's false? Because if he can twist the little things, he can control big things. And a small little cuticle, if you pull it, it gets real deep, real quick. Leviathan keeps people stuck in procrastination, in broken families, in unnecessary arguments, all because he manipulates one thing: interpretation. Interpretation is part of sight. How you interpret a thing is part of how you see things. And sight is not done with your eyeballs. Sight is done with your mind. So you'll say, I need to rest. And then Leviathan will say to you, just go ahead and quit. Quit altogether. Or another example is you'll say, I think I just misunderstood. But then Leviathan will say, leave them alone forever. Another example is you'll say, I think I need some help here. But Leviathan will say, you're weak, you're dumb, and you're low down, you're just not worth it. You're unworthy. Okay? And now you're isolated, wounded, and all out of alignment from what God actually said. Okay? But we're not staying here. Okay? Let me give you 3 tools to fight Leviathan right now. Tool number 1, okay? Define your words out loud. How do you know the word if you don't know the word? Okay? Clarity is also part of sight, but clarity is part of spiritual warfare. Okay? It's a tool, it's a weapon in spiritual warfare. Clarity. If you get clarity, you are now leaving the process of confusion. Demons want you confused. Angels want you to have clear eyes, clear sight, illuminate my path. Okay? So don't just hope that they get it. Say what you mean clearly and completely. Don't assume that you understand words if it is concerning your progress or concerning their progress. Okay? Tool number 2, ask instead of assuming. When something feels off, open your mouth and request additional information. You've got to do that. Don't think that you should know it, okay? Don't beat yourself up. Don't condemn yourself. That's not for you to do, okay? If you don't have clear instructions, clear communication from the other party, request additional information. Here's a side tip. Most people want to help. Most people want to be a good help to most people. Just think about yourself. If somebody came up to you in the store and asked you for guidance about something, like, it only takes 5 minutes, but I don't know what to do. My dad said this to me. What do you think? Most people would actually stop and help. So would you, and so would I. So if a person that you're in a conversation with and you're trying to gain clarity and you feel like something's off, just ask for more. Okay? And this advice might feel elementary. It might feel like, why am I even saying this? Okay? If this is in your brain, why am I even saying this? Like the subtle rejection. This is also a good indication that Leviathan is here with you. Because what I'm saying is it's sound advice. It's sound. And if you have clarity or had clarity, just think about how far your life would be now. Okay? So I'm not condemning you. I'm not putting you down. Just hear what I'm saying. Okay? Now, when something feels off, ask. So you might say, what did you mean when you said that? Okay? Clarity kills Leviathan. Clarity kills Leviathan. I can't be more clear here. Tool number 3, okay? Pray for interpretation, not just understanding, okay? Pray for interpretation. Interpretation is spiritual sight, okay? Interpretation is perception. Interpretation is part of intuition. Okay, intuition means spiritual perception. So interpretation is the angle you are looking at an angel, or the angle that you are looking at a demon. Okay, ask God to show you the meaning behind what is being said, not just what you think you heard. Okay, this demon will twist your whole life through one misunderstood sentence. Remember, cuticles start so very small, but when you pull it and pull it and pull it, very quickly it gets deep. And now you're in an argument with your mom. Now you don't want to come back home. Now you want to move out of the house, and you're 16 years old. Okay? And this is just a very common example that probably most of us have thought about. But just think about in your relationships, if you're married, a simple misunderstanding, and now you want a divorce. Now you're sleeping in another room. A simple misunderstanding, and now, you're going to therapy when you could have just asked for clarity in the house. Okay? But when you define it, when you clarify it, and spiritually interpret it, when you get the proper angle to look at the demon or the angel, how they are providing for you, Leviathan loses. Now, if this resonated with you and you want to go deeper, I want you to check out my mini course called The Spiritually Disciplined Leader. It was designed to help people just like you overcome procrastination, confusion, a lack of clarity, disorder, and various spiritual attacks from Leviathan using biblical truth and practical structure. And this is not about religion. This is about reality. This is about your life. This is about your family and your legacy. Okay? You'll learn how demons manipulate your time, your thoughts, and your perception. You'll walk away disciplined, clear, and spiritually aligned. It's simple. You can find that course right now in the description below. Okay? This is good. And if you want to go even deeper, okay, check out my other resources in the description below. My ebook is The War on Procrastination. Okay, this lists how 3 specific demons are assigned to delay your life forever. Next is A Piece Called Love. This is another ebook. This is for healing your emotional wounds and restoring spiritual order. I love all my books, but A Piece Called Love, I love that book so much. Now, my last resource that I will put down in the description is another mini course. It's called Imagination for Empaths. Now, this is designed for empaths so that these people can master their imaginations. But it is for empaths, but it's for anybody who has an imagination. It's designed for empaths because empaths are uniquely sensitive. Uniquely. Because of their spiritual gift. But imagination, okay, is also part of sight. Okay? Imagination is the faculty of the mind that forms and manipulates images. So your mind is not your brain. Your brain is the organ. Your mind is the thing that reasons. Your mind is the thing that connects the dots. Okay, and if you didn't know, like, your imagination is always working. It's 100% always turned on. Either you are imagining yourself in, like, oh, my life's not going to be anything. My husband's going to cheat on me. All women are bad. All men are bad. I'm never going to be rich. I'm always going to be poor. Congratulations. That's your imagination. Anything that you are thinking of in the future, guess what? You are imagining it. That's it. And what you don't know is you have 100% control over your mind and your imagination. The thing is, most people have an idle mind. The Bible does not say an idle mind is the devil's workshop, but it sure does hint at it. It sure does give lots of different clues that if you have an idle mind, the devil will play you, okay? And idle, I always describe it as warming up your car on a cold morning, okay? Warming up your car on a cold morning. You go back inside, you fix breakfast. You finish up getting ready, you put your shoes and socks on, you kiss everybody goodbye, pet the dogs, and now you go back to the car and it's all nice and warm. This is idling. Your car was outside idling. This is an unmanaged process. If you can understand what the function of idle is, or idling is, something is on and it's processing, but you are not managing it. This is what an idle mind means, okay? Your brain or your mind is on, it's processing, but you are not managing it. So this Imagination for Impasse mini course is designed to help you master your imagination. This is designed for impasse, but this is for anybody who has a mind. And if you are looking to scale your business, you need to be deep in your imagination. If you are looking to adopt a child, you need to be deep in your imagination. If you are looking to be a better wife, you need to be deep in your imagination. A better husband, be deep in your imagination. If you want to start that church, you need to be deep in your imagination. Why? Because seeing is believing. Imagination is the vision of your mind, and if you aren't controlling the vision of your mind, the devil will. Demons will, okay? Now, I went on a little rant, okay? But everything I teach is built to expose the unseen and help you fight the battles most people don't even know that they're losing. You don't even know that you're losing until you're on your deathbed. So if this hit home, you're not crazy. You're being attacked. You're in spiritual warfare. And let me know what you think about this in the comment section. How long have you been in spiritual warfare? Are you in spiritual warfare? What demons have been tormenting you lately? Has it been Leviathan? Has it been Asmodeus? What about Beelzebub or Mammon? Has it been Jezebel, Lilith, or Delilah? Well, let me know down in the comments. I love to see where you are in your spiritual journey, but now you are equipped, okay? Let's fight back. You don't have to do this alone. Now, if you didn't know, now you know.